On our 10th milestone anniversary, we did a Lost Ladies Lunch Boat Cruise for the Children's Aid Foundation, and I wanted to do something else for the community and also to have fun and do something different that would help an organization that's really been struggling throughout the course of the pandemic. And I chose the Women and Children's Shelter because of the work they do and the help that they need. And it takes a lot of courage to jump out of a plane, similar to the courage and strength it would take for a woman to take the leap out of an abusive relationship.
12 years ago, my life was completely different. I actually just came out of a relationship that was very emotionally and some physical, but a lot of emotional upheaval. And I went to the shelter for help, and I actually had nothing. It was my daughter and I had nothing, and actually moved into our apartment with the help of the shelter. And when I moved in, I actually had 2 bags of clothes. That's all I had. And so with all their support and all of their guidance and their I call them my cheerleaders, and they're angels, and they helped me through the most difficult time in my life.
Anywhere she is on her journey from trying to live free from abuse, we're able to meet her where she is in her journey. So we have individual and group counseling and support. We have transitional housing support services. We have court and family support services. We now have a mental health and addiction support worker, and we're just available all the time. Our services are all free and confidential. So a lot of the times, some women might not even know that they're in an abusive situation and are having a conversation with somebody, and there might be the realization. So we also are just there to listen and offer guidance in any way.
So the Women's and Children's Shelter does so much work in our community. I've met a few of the survivors who benefited from the great work that the Women's and Children's Shelter does. And one of the first things I did when I first got elected in my first term was to actually go and visit the Women's and Children's Shelter. And I got to speak with Teresa and see all the great work that her whole team there does. But it became evident that it's outgrowing its capacity. It's 27 beds. It's a beautiful place, but of course, as the city of Barrie grows, so do the needs. And so, as the government tries to do its best to support the shelter, as a community overall, we need to rally around some great places like the Women's and Children's Shelter and show them that we acknowledge that it's so important that they exist and all of us are in it to help them achieve the greatest success they possibly can. And I'm so grateful that Dawn Mucci, who started Life Squad here in Barrie, chose to donate to this cause. It's so important, and she's really a true leader in our community to show that, she recognizes the people that are doing great work. She recognizes that if we invest in our children, if we invest in our women, it makes our whole community a beautiful place. I had to ask my husband and my 6-month child, Oliver, for permission, and they gave me the nod, and I am going for it, and it's all for a great cause, and I'm just thrilled to support the Women's and Children's Shelter and stand behind Dawn and this great cause.
Being able to take that leap out that plane is going to be incredible. I am so excited for it.
Although it's not my first time jumping out of a plane, when I did jump out of a plane, I was much younger. So I do feel like what this jump represents to me is the fear of the unknown, and relating that to women who are experiencing abuse in whatever intimate relationship. The fear of staying in that abusive relationship, or the fear of leaving and having to start over. I am fortunate to not be in that situation, so I want all women to know, if they are experiencing abuse, that we are wrapping our support around them. We are here for them, and what an exciting way to demonstrate that support. So I am very excited. Dawn with Life Squad has done an incredible job with organizing this event on our behalf. And so I'm really looking forward to, obviously, all the jumpers jumping out of the plane.
You can donate online at the Women and Children Shelter of Barrie website. Scan the QR code, visit us on Facebook. Do what you can for the shelter. Even $5 helps.
Okay, Katie, you practice. Go. Take a big leap and just pretend. Breathe.
Yeah.
You can do it. Take a deep breath.
1, 2.